not perfect. There are still a lot of things that are not ladylike that I do. So I keep reading this book from time to time to remind myself how to be a lady. So you don't have to bring out the imperfections of others. She stammers, she's not eloquent, she doesn't speak well. No, don't do that. A lady doesn't do that. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is another day of doing a sit down video. This is my second sit down video. I really hope you enjoyed the last one. Thank you for the guys that liked, shared, subscribed to my channel, commented on the video. I really appreciate it. It meant a lot to me. Like, I was very happy. I was like, wow. And I got like the highest view ever on my YouTube videos. Like, thank you very much. Gracias. Today I'm going to be talking about how to be a lady. I'll be doing like a book review of a book my sister got me on my 15th birthday. The book is titled How to Be a Lady, A Contemporary Guide to Common Courtesy by CANDACE SIMPSON-GILES. Here is the book. I hope you can see it. I hope this is in frame. Then here is on your 15th birthday. My sister got this for me on my 15th birthday and it really helped me a lot. I think that's why I'm quite ladylike. Then it states that from Onyeda, my sister's name is Onyeda, then to Tulsi, sweet is in brackets, Tulsi was my nickname in secondary school. I can't remember how that name came about, but I just realized people started calling me Tulsi. And my sister joined the league and it was Tulsi everywhere. But the name is not trending anymore. I have other nicknames now. Okay, I'll just be reviewing some points that I found really helpful while I was reading this book and talk about it briefly. That's what this video is basically going to be about. I asterisked or starred some points, so I'm just going to be talking about it one by one. I hope the review can fit into one video, and if it can't, I have to split this video into like a part A and a part B. But let's see how it goes. Yeah. The first point I studied, a lady doesn't ask dating couples when they are getting married. Likewise, she doesn't ask married couple when or if they are planning to have children. Guys, I think it's been on social media lately. There's more awareness about this. Some people actually do this with a good intent, not to shade you or anything. But the fact that people don't find it funny or find it offensive or find it demoralizing or feel pressured when you talk about this stuff, I think you should not ask married couples when they're having kids or dating couples when they're getting married. Like, just to watch when they send you an invite for a naming ceremony, a child dedication, or they're getting married, rejoice with them. And if they don't, you don't know if they have other plans, just mind your business. Stop asking, when are you getting married, when are you getting married. These stuff can actually be pressuring, especially the part of the country, the part of the world where I am in. Once a girl starts clocking 23, 24, 25 and above, you just start getting that pressure from parents, aunties, to be specific, Nigerian aunties. Bring husband home, when are you coming to do your wedding? Or I know it's a prayer, but I remember during my sister's wedding, they were just saying Tiena Adeo, like I'm amen to that. But at some point I was feeling kind of pressure, like I cannot even turn my head. Tiena Adeo, this one Tiena Adeo, like it was becoming too tiring. So guys, I'm not saying they should not pray for you that yours will come, but people should mind their business. So a lady doesn't ask this. Beware. Take notes. So the next point I started in this book is a lady never asks her friend who are professionals such as lawyers or doctors for free advice in their area of specialty. Okay, you have a friend that is a doctor, they are not feeling too well, you now be asking, oh, please, what can I do to this? Well, what are friends for? You could, but this book says that you shouldn't. I feel they did not go into that profession to be rendering free services. So if you whenever you're, like, for example, I'm taking the doctor part as an example. Whenever you are sick, you should go to the hospital and stop disturbing your friend. They are not the hospital. I think that's fine. But if you have friends that are actually willing to advise you, good and fine, go for it. But in a real sense, they are professionals and not, they are professionals in their offices and the workspace and not professional for use. Some people can be so bothersome, like they'll keep any small thing. I have a friend that is a doctor, let me call this one. They will even refer people to you. You can imagine. Some people go as far as that. I know people that do that. So that is not ladylike. You should stop it. Then for lawyers, I really don't know much about lawyers, but if you also need legal advice, I don't think you should go to your friends and lawyer. If at all you want to use them, you should pay for it. That's what my book states. Yep. And then also tailors. You have a friend that is a fashion designer, that is a tailor, and you expect them to sew for you for free. I feel that is not right. You know the energy and the effort put into sewing. I know how to sew. I sew. So like it's actually very stressful. Even your friends that are tailors, do you even know they have fabrics they've not sewn because of how stressful it could be? Then you feel that okay, your friend is a tailor, you're entitled to free sewing services. Oh, wrong. Like it's very wrong. So you should know how to pay friends and family for their work, for their profession, and for whatever they do. Yeah. So the next point that I start in this is that a lady returns any item she borrows in a timely manner and in the same condition she receives it. I'll add to that if possible, don't even borrow, except it's like very critical. So some people borrow stuff and wait for the people they borrowed it from to be calling them and be chasing them all around. It could be money, it could be material stuff. A lady doesn't do that. If you should borrow anything, except it fell down or something happened and it spoiled or it's beyond your control, try to manage that stuff as careful as possible so you don't get to destroying this thing or the property, or just return it as you were given and in time. That's ladylike. Don't allow people to be chasing you around for stuff that they give you. She'll get. So that's about that. And at that point I accept it. A lady never points out the imperfections of her mates to others. Oh, see how she's fat, see how she's straight, see how she has acne, her face is acne infested, she doesn't have a smooth face, her face is rough, see how her lips are big. Are you God? Like, just look and pass. Sorry, I'm not talking to the audience alone, I'm also talking to myself and applying this to myself. I'm not perfect. There are still a lot of things that are not ladylike that I do, so I keep reading this book from time to time to remind myself on how to be a lady. So you don't have to bring out the imperfections of others. She stammers, she's not eloquent, she doesn't speak well. No, don't do that. A lady doesn't do that. Then a lady makes every effort not to be late. This one, okay, you should be punctual. Your 9 a.m. should be 9 a.m. Your 10 a.m. should be 10 a.m. You should be punctual. You should be reliable. We are meeting, you are going for a class, you should always be on time. But let me chip in that that's actually not easy in Nigeria, because sometimes you have 8 a.m. class, you go to class 8 a.m. the lecturer doesn't come until 9:30. Like, it's not encouraging, but nevertheless that shouldn't stop you from being early. I used to be a very punctual person, but with the situation of things in Nigeria and how people are not time conscious, there's something called African time. Like, once they say a wedding or an event is by 10 a.m., just add 2 hours to it. That's just the norm in especially weddings or events. Just add 2 hours to it, that kind of stuff. So it actually doesn't make sense. So the society and the environment is actually not helping you to be punctual. But when it comes to, I'm not saying you should go punctual, you should go 8 a.m. for a wedding that is 8 a.m. in Nigeria, because you will just sit down and be tired. But if it's actually something, you know, like a job interview, a class, just still be punctual to avoid drama around being late and falling into trouble. That's what I have to say about that. And another point is that a lady knows how to make others feel at ease. Yeah, don't know how to be friendly with people. Know how to be friendly with people. Well, for example, you have a visitor in your house. Like outside, like my sister's friend came to the house. My sister is not around. Of course, she's not used to me, but I try to make her being at ease. I try to gist with her if I can, just to make her feel at peace. That's a ladylike quality. Then I hope you're enjoying this video. Then the next thing I'm going to talk about is a lady is gracious and thankful for gestures of common courtesy directed to her. Magic words. Like, one little girl taught me this song. There are 5 magic words. There are 5 magic words. There are 5 magic words that I know. Please excuse me, sorry, thank you, and the last one, pardon me. So you should always use your magic words. Thank you. Someone rendered a kind gesture to you. Thank you so much. Like, a sincere thank you is very ladylike. You should not just feel entitled to anything. Even if you are entitled to it, you should still be able to say thank you. Yeah, that's like, I'm really big on that. Imagine someone doing something for you and you just collect. Okay, for example, now someone made you dinner, or someone got you dinner, or someone paid for your Uber, or someone just picked up something for you on the floor, or someone helped you clean your tea that spilled on the floor. Just kind gestures. Say thank you. It won't take anything from you. It's just being a lady. Okay? Then the next point is a lady should always be a good neighbor and offer help when she sees it is needed. Okay, being a good neighbor doesn't mean you should always be in your neighbor's house and be gossiping and be doing amebo and all of that. Being a good neighbor is just whenever you, okay, for example, my neighbor is a Muslim. During Salah, they give us food. During Christmas, we give them food. We have like a plantation at our garden in the house. Whenever we harvest some plantain, we go to give them some because it's really large. So all these little gestures are really good. At times our tap could be overflowing, we will not be in the house. They could just call us, oh, your water is wasting and all. You know, all those little gestures is actually very nice. So a lady does that. So next I'll be talking about is a lady graciously accepts a compliment. She does not downgrade herself as if she did not deserve the admiration from the other person or persons. She simply responds with thank you. Nigerians, you look good. No, they want me, I beg, boss. Please, I beg. Me that I'm looking horrible like that. Or please, guy, me that I'm broke. Just say thank you. I'm guilty of this one. I'll be like, I beg, because on my worst, sometimes I'll be so tired, and on my worst days, I just dress up in any outfit and I was like, let me just go to this class. And I get them like, oh, you look good. Like, that's the least of my problem. I might just wash it down and all that. My book states that you should always respond with a humble thank you. Stop washing down the whole thing. All right. Then the next point is a lady knows how to behave in other people's churches. If the congregation stands, she stands. You are not a Catholic, you attend maybe one of these Pentecostal churches, you go to a Catholic church, it's time to kneel down, you are sitting down. It's time to stand, you are kneeling. It's time to go to the front for offering, you stay on your seat. It's just for a while. I feel like you don't have to be too dramatic about the whole thing. Okay, maybe we're actually not comfortable with doing that, but I feel it doesn't really take nothing from you. You went to the church with your 2 legs. Nobody forced you there. Maybe probably you were invited, or you went to a friend's house and you had to go to church with the person. So I feel when it's time to kneel, just join and kneel. It doesn't convert to being a Catholic. It's just acting like a Roman when you're in Rome. Like, do you get? You don't have to just kneel. In 1-2 hours max, you're out of the service. That's how a lady behaves. A lady doesn't go to Rome and behave like a Japanese. So the next point I'll be talking about is a lady who lives in a condominium or an apartment is mindful of her neighbors and keeps the volume of her television set and stereo at a level she knows will not disturb others. Guys, some neighbors can be very disturbing. I pray, especially in Nigeria, you know, at times your house can just be like packed together. I hope you don't have a troublesome neighbor, because you will not be able to sleep well and there won't be peace. Also, yeah, let me use the hostel as a case study. You're in a room of 4 in the hostel, in a room of 2. You have a jam box. You are in school, for crying out loud. I'm not saying you should be in school and you should not jam up or you should not vibe to your music or something like that. But you have a roommate, for crying out loud. You will now make the volume so loud and disturbing others. Is that, like, think about it, is that fair? That's not ladylike at all. So a lady should actually not do this. Considerate of others. When you are doing something, always be like, if I'm actually disturbed like this, will I be happy? I'm not alone in the show. We both paid to be in this show. We both paid to be in this space. So you should actually not disturb anybody. Be considerate. That's ladylike. A lady always says something nice about someone, or just doesn't speak of him or her at all. A lady lets people form their opinions of others. Yeah. If you are not saying something nice, don't talk. If someone is looking nice, say she's looking nice. If she's not looking nice, keep quiet and keep it to yourself. That's what this point is talking about. The next point says, when a lady vacates a house or apartment where she has been living, she leaves it clean. For crying out loud, I still don't understand how people leave apartments and leaving really dirty. As per I'm leaving, it doesn't need to be neat again. Or leaving the hostel, you're leaving your room, your dummy. You're leaving the hostel, you're packing out of the hostel for the session, and you just leave everywhere rough and scattered. I feel like it's not ladylike. Why not just sweep it and leave it clean how you met? Even if you met it dirty, leaving it clean is ladylike. At times I go to the hostel, and like when it's time to move out of the hostel, I just meet people scattering everywhere. You know, some people actually go as far as destroying things when they're living. As far I'm done with this place. That's not fair. That's actually unfair and unladylike. Please be a lady. Yeah, I hope you're enjoying this video. It's seeming very serious, as if I'm preaching or something, but that's how, like, it really affects me. I don't know, I just see some people and how they act. I'm not saying I'm the cultured of I'm the most cultured person or so, but some people just really act like, what's going on? Like, for real? Are you for real? Did you actually just do that? Then the next point says that a lady does not buy clothes a size too small in hopes she will one day be able to wear them. If it's not your size, why wear? Don't force things. You go to a boutique, one shoe is small and it's very fine. You don't want to let go. Let it go, sis. Let that clothes go. Let that top go. Let that trouser go. Let that shoe go. You find better ones. Save your money. Use it for something else. A lady is mindful of her appearance at all times. Yeah, look your best at all times. Don't be like, oh, I'm going to the market, I'm going to the farm, I have to look really shabby. Close to self too. You have to look your best all time. Never to be caught unfresh. So guys, let me gist you something. This point says that if a lady expects her legs to be seen, she either shaves her leg or wear hose. And guess what a girl wrote? Never. Guys, never say never. I don't know, I was just 15 then, and okay, we that have long hair, some of us usually have like body hair, so that sounds like pride, but I don't know how that came out like that. Okay, people that actually have head hair, most of them usually have body hair as well as a girl. So I'd never seen myself shaving my body hair because I felt like the hairs on my leg, I mean, because I feel like, okay, my mom always made me feel like the hairs on your body is beautiful, this and that. So I really took to that, and I was actually never bothered about my leg hair and all of that stuff. So I was really like, never, I'm never going to shave it, this one, that one. I've shaved my leg hair before, so never say never. Don't condemn people for doing what they are doing, because you don't know if you'll be doing it some days. See Tolu pierce her nose. What is your business? One day you might actually pierce your nose, and even if you don't pierce your nose, mind your business. Never say never. That's not about that. Yes, please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would like you to subscribe. Like this video, please. Like now. Click that like button, comment if you can, share this video. Thank you. The next point is, a lady never asks another lady what her outfit cost or what size it is. This point, it's quite complicated, but I really feel, I agree with them, I really feel it's actually not necessary to be asking, oh, how much did you get this clothes, how much did you get this clothes. But it's left to you. It's just what the book states. But I agree with them. Yeah, I'll not say more than that. Then a lady knows whether she has the figure to wear tight clothing. She knows that just because an item of clothing comes in her size doesn't mean she should wear it. Know what suits your body. That's just the summary of this point. Know what suits your body. Know your body shape. There are different body shapes. We have the figure 8, we have the pear, we have the apple, and many more. Know what suits your body. You have a figure 8. A tight clothing might be good for you. You don't have a figure 8. Wearing tight clothing might actually not, or a bodycon clothing might not be good for you. So just know what suits your body, and that you'll be good. Then a lady wears clean and fresh underwear. A lady wears clean and fresh underwear. Ladies, the guys are not left out, but I'm talking based on what my book says. But your underwear should never be cut unfresh. Then a lady should never ask someone if she looks fat in something. Do I look fat in this outing? Do I look slim in this outing? Most of the time, people just say things to suit what you want. Just wear your thing if you know you're good. You look into the mirror, you're not sure, how do I look in this? Hope I look good. But come on and be asking that, oh, do I look slim? Do I look fat? Rock your clothes and go out. Whatever they say actually doesn't really help you feel better or anything. Most times when you ask people questions like that, they just answer based on what they think you want the answer to be, and it's usually a positive answer, and it actually might be a lie. So you don't need to ask. If you feel you don't really look good in something, just pull it off. But I'm not saying asking is actually bad, but you get the concept. Then the next point is, a lady knows that whenever there is a doubt about the color, black is the best. You are not sure if a red shoe goes with your outfit, wear black if you have. Like, I do that a lot. I'm really not like I'm scared of mixing colors, but when I'm unsure, I just do black so I won't look like a rainbow. So you don't have to be mixing different colors when you're unsure. Then a lady knows that trends come and go, while true time is timeless. Let me read that again. A lady knows that trends come and go, while true style is timeless. Dear ladies, you don't really have to go with all the trendy things. Okay, like my here Nigerians, we know when palazzo was the trending thing, when kimono, that jacket was the trending thing, when bolero, when boyfriend jacket was the trending thing, when turbans were the trending thing, and now they've gone. Imagine someone that actually bought all the colors of turbans. I actually know someone that bought all the colors of turbans, and now turbans are no longer in vogue. What do you do with them? I'm not saying you should not follow trends, but don't go into it too much. Like using turban as an example now, you get 1 or 2 turbans, it's fine. Like, you don't have to buy everything. If you have the money, why not? You can buy it. But if you are like managing, but you just want to be trendy, it's actually not cool. You don't have to go with the trend. True style is timeless. Don't buy trendy things, buy classic things that you know that in the next 10 years you can still wear them and you still look good. Do you get my point? Yeah. Then a lady knows that false congeniality is as obvious as bad false eyelashes. You know those girls that just wear, you know what bad eyelash can look like, right? Like some eyelashes you just see on the road and be like, kilele, like kilo day. You know those times. That's how false congeniality is really annoying. Like, don't force it. Just be yourself. Be real. You don't have to okay, if you don't know the meaning of congeniality, it's like friendly concern. You just go and meet somebody, hey, hope you're okay, hope there's nothing wrong, when you don't truly mean it, just to appear as being friendly. Like, why? It's those things, like being fake those things don't count. That does not actually make people like you, because some people do it to be loved, to be seen as nice, to be seen as kind. I'm not saying you should not check up on people. I'm not saying you should not be nice to people. But when it's false, it's like it's an off. Like, it's not nice. So a lady knows that false congeniality is as obvious as bad false eyelashes. Be real. If I know being real can be tough sometimes, if you are struggling with being real, continue pushing until you get there. It's actually very possible. Then, and you can achieve this by not minding what people say. I'm not saying you should misbehave and be like, I don't give a damn, I don't care about what people say. Do the right thing and don't care about what people say. I'm not saying you should do the wrong thing and be forming I don't care about what people say. If you get it, I'm sure you get it. When a lady has an unpleasant time in a restaurant, she does not badger the wait staff. She lodges her complaint to the management. Unless she is a glutton for punishment, she does not go back to that restaurant. This is actually really hilarious. But okay, you had a bad experience in a restaurant. Probably you found hair in your food, or the pomo is very tough. You don't call the wait staff and start harassing them. Oh, it is this one. I paid 200 naira for this pomo. I can't even chew it. This one, that one. Like, go to the management. They are just like servants in quotes. They were not the ones that made the food. They were not the ones that go to the management. Then if it's actually the wait staff fault, the management will talk to them. Okay? So don't just harass people around because they are wait staff. Then the next point is a lady does not talk with her mouth full. You are eating, your mouth is full and you are talking because the gist is very sweet. I used to be tempted to do this when I'm actively gisting and don't Camilla, like I just want to spill it out. But a lady does not talk with her mouth full. So as much as possible, let's try to swallow or finish up what is in our mouth before we spill. Okay? Then the next one is when a lady pours from a bottle of wine, she finishes by turning the bottle slightly upward, thus preventing drips that might stain. A lady is careful. Don't just do things anyhow. You are pouring. Okay, like let me use this my bottle for example. What they mean is that when you are pouring the wine into a glass, don't just do like this and bring it up. You do like this and take it up slowly so that it won't spill. Ladies are gentle. Don't be gara gara. You hear, right? Do things graciously. Yeah, that's about that point. Then the next is when a lady chooses not to drink wine, she feels perfectly confident in telling the waiter, no thanks, I'll just have some water or some iced tea or soda. Be proud of your whatever you want to take. You don't want to take alcohol. Don't allow anybody pressure you. Tell them water is fine. Don't allow anybody force you to take in anything. You might actually not handle alcohol well and might not want to take it. So why should you feel pressured? You mustn't take alcohol. Yeah? Yeah. Then when faced with a plate of long pasta such as spaghetti, a lady resists every temptation to chop it with her knife and fork around with her knife and fork. Instead, she twirls a manageable mouthful around the tines of her fork and with the help of a spoon transfer it into her mouth. All these long stories states that when you are giving long pasta like spaghetti, you don't have to cut it so that it will be short for you to eat. Twirl it around that fork. You know what I mean? Like dish it, swirl it. A mouthful will not go and heap it. Eat gracefully. Like a lady. Yeah. Then a lady does not engage in a debate over politics or religion or other sensitive issue at the dinner table. You don't know who is who. You are shouting that you are supporting who is even campaigning. I don't even want to call their name because a lady doesn't engage in a debate over politics or religion or other sensitive issue at the dinner table. You don't have to call names. You don't have to say who you are in support of because you don't know who is who. Some people are so political, enthusiastic, and I don't know. They know how some guys are football enthusiasts that they can break somebody's head if their team should lose. So people are like that with politics. So you don't know who is who. You don't have to go outside in public or at a dinner table and be saying, oh, I support Omotola, I support Lolade, I support Tolu. Don't do that. If they break your head, you go more. Yeah. Or religion too. Some people go and talk about religion. I feel religion and all those controversial issues should not be spoken about by a lady. Once people are talking about it, keep short or just be like, oh yeah, except it's with your very close friend or family. If you can actually avoid it, don't talk about it, just watch. Yeah, I'm not saying you should not air out your opinion, but with strangers, don't engage with such debates. I advise, especially with Nigerians that are very violent, if they should break your head. Then a lady does not voice strong opinions about controversial topics with a total stranger. Oh, that's what I just spoke about. A lady does not voice strong opinions about controversial topics with a total stranger or business associate who she does not know well. A lady knows that people take their opinion on issue very personally at times. Yes, some people are very be careful. A lady consults the dictionary for correct spelling and definitions of words she uses in her conversation and correspondence. Don't feel you know it, or if you are unsure, please check the dictionary so that you will not tap on, so that you will not back on, so that you will not speak the wrong English. Please. Then a lady does not correct another person's grammar. This one. I feel if it's like your close friend and or your family member, your mom, your dad, your siblings, you could correct their grammar graciously, not laughing at the person. You just background. I still don't understand the mechanism behind that stuff. Like, we'll be in class and the lecturer speaks the wrong English and everybody starts laughing. I've never understood that's how that happens. Like, somebody spoke wrongly, you're laughing. It could actually be an error, or the person actually doesn't know the right. So why laugh? Like, I still don't know why people laugh at people for speaking the wrong English, or throw people on the internet or something. It could actually be a typo. Also, if lady actually checks what she says before after typing, so that to avoid typos. But peradventure someone only makes a grammatical error, I don't think you have to come and start correcting the person. Just let it slide. Like, you understand, most of the time you understand what the person is trying to say, so let it slide. Nobody will intentionally make a grammatical error, sure you get. So why correcting the person in a very annoying way or embarrassing the person? That's what I have to say about that, to be honest. Then a lady knows that please and thank you are still the magic words. As stated that earlier, a lady does not brag, a lady does not whine, a lady does not nag, a lady does not brag. I was 500 billion pounds. I don't know what I just said. I just said something. But you don't have to brag. I'm this, I'm that, I'm smart. I'm not saying there's a thin line between confidence and pride. You have to be confident, but being proud, a lady usually not proud and does not brag. Then the lady does not whine. See how you are looking really sexy when you know the person is looking horrible, or you see somebody wearing something that is bad. I like this your show, boss, can't send me funds. Like, it's not lady. Like, I'm not saying you should not have fun, but you don't have to whine. Be sincere with whatever you are saying. Some people might say not whining is boring, not whining is not being free, but a lady does not whine. Please stop whining, people. Whatever you are saying, you should mean it. Yeah. Then a lady does not nag. Ladies are seen as people that nag a lot. So a lady actually is not supposed to nag. Yeah. A lady knows how to give compliments. You see something that is nice. Oh, madam, your daughter is so pretty. I really love this your shoe. I love your cap. I love your handbag. It's so cute. A lady knows how to give compliments. Then a lady knows how to accept compliments by saying thank you. I've said that before. Not that somebody will tell you look really beautiful and you'll be like, I beg. Thank you so much. Accept the compliment graciously. Then when a lady initiates a telephone conversation, she knows it's her responsibility to end that conversation. Yeah, I actually agree with this. When I'm the one that called somebody and the call is seeming so long, I feel like, okay, it's me that called you. My duty is to actually round up the call and end the call too. Then a lady never tells a joke that might embarrass other people, even if those other people are not in the room. Yeah, like, it might be a joke that, okay, let me use body shaming as an example. Some people just say jovially that, what do you even have said, that kind of stuff. Maybe the person is flat chested, or the person is flat ass. I want to say flat ass, but whatever it is, it might be a joke, but you don't have to say it. You actually embarrass the person and bring the person. I don't know if that's the person's insecurity. So that's my example on this. Then a lady never gossips, not to self. Yeah, a lady never gossips. Then a lady always thinks before she speaks. Don't just open your mouth. Wow. Think, analyze what you're about to say before you spill. Okay? A lady, so that you not miss yarn. A lady knows how to make and accept apology. You are wrong. So sorry I did this. Someone wronged you and the person is tendering an apology. I'm sorry. Accept the apology accepted. Yeah. That's being ladylike. If apology is sincerely offered, a lady accepts it with good grace. She does not pretend that the offense never existed. Don't say, oh no, it's nothing, when it was something. Say, okay, you offended me, but I have accepted your apology. Okay? Yeah. A lady, she does not pretend that the offense never existed, but she considers it history and move on. It's good, bro. Accepted, and that's it. It ends there and forget about it. Then a lady does not raise her voice when angry. It is only proper to shout at someone when he or she is in danger or about to score a touchdown. Yeah, like the only time that you're supposed to shout is when someone is in danger and trying to help them. You're about to fall into the gutter. You're about to spill the oil. You're about to put your hand inside hot fire. Stuff like that. That's when you're allowed to shout. But when you're angry, a lady doesn't yell. Like, don't lose. Try as much as possible not to be losing it. Yeah. Try to manage your anger. I'm not saying getting angry is wrong. You can get angry, but you don't have to be shouting like I don't know what to call it. Be cultured. A lady never offers an insincere apology, especially if she has done nothing wrong. Like this one now. A lady never offers an insincere apology, especially if she has done nothing wrong. You didn't do anything wrong, but just to be, I don't know if to call it being fake, or I really don't know what to call it. You're not saying, oh, sorry. Like, why? Sorry for what? You've not done anything wrong. You don't have to apologize for anything. Some people do that to get that, oh, she's so nice, she's so humble title. What if you've not done anything? Why should you apologize? Never offer an insincere apology, to be honest. Then a lady uses the phrase, excuse me, as she is moving through a crowded room. She only says I'm sorry when an apology is in order. Dear Nigerians, please, sorry, excuse me, I want to pass. That's what you usually say. Please, sorry, excuse me. A lady only says excuse me. But if you just say excuse me in Nigeria, I think it's seen as rude. I don't know why. Like, Nigerians are naturally angry. You have to use the drift or the way the person will look at you. They see excuse me as being rude. I don't know why, but you have to be ladylike. Just say excuse me and you pass. That's the right thing to do. You don't have to follow whatever anybody thinks. Then a lady excuses herself when she is in a public place and needs to make a call on her cell phone. You don't have to be shouting and miss people. Hello, excuse yourself and go and make your phone call. Thanks guys for coming so far with me in this video. I'll be shooting a part 2 very soon. Don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. Love you. Bye.